Witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Jestem Kane, a to jest nowa gra na moim kanale Bohemian Killing. W grze będziemy stać przed sądem i próbować dowieść, że to nie my jesteśmy mordercą. Zaczynajmy. Gra dostosowuje się do twoich decyzji. Każde kłamstwo może zmienić wyrok na lepszy lub gorszy. Dobra. Ojejku, jaka czułość myszy. I co, może od razu sobie zmienić czułość myszki. Czułość myszki. Wiecie? Zobaczmy, lepiej będzie. Dobra, troszkę lepiej. Co my tu mamy? Czytaj książka. Plus 15 minut. Okej. O. Dobra. Zamknięte. Ojoj. No musimy tu wejść. Okej.
Monsieur Eaton.
Tak.
Monsieur Eaton.
Okej, można przyspieszać, ale nie będziemy tego robić wtedy. Nie będzie wiadomo, o co chodzi.
I'm sorry, Monsieur le Président. I was thinking.
Do you understand the indictment?
Sorry, but I have to ask the prosecutor to repeat.
Monsieur Eaton, do you consider it to be a joke? You're charged with a serious crime. Please stay focused. Monsieur Prosecutor, please continue.
As I said, I accuse Alfred Eaton of murdering Marie Capet on the 17th of October 1894 in Paris. That day, Alfred Eaton was at the theatrical premiere of Prométhée, Vol du Feu, which took place at Opéra Garnier. As it is apparent from the testimony of witnesses, the accused left at about 8:30 p.m., before the end of the banquet. At about 9:25 p.m., he rented a room in his name at the Caucasus Hotel, which is adjacent to the building in which he lives. It was in that room that approximately at 11:16 p.m. Marie Capet was murdered. Next, the accused returned to his house, and at about 10:05 p.m. he entered his apartment in the company of Marie Capet, or let her in. It results from the fingerprint analysis. It did not show the victim's fingerprints on the outer side of the door, only on the inner. Alfred Eaton, by means of deception or threats, led the victim to his secret workshop, which is located on the first floor of his apartment. The police report did not indicate any signs of struggle or resistance. The accused probably wanted to test on Marie Capet the prototype of a torture machine of his construction, which was in the room along with medical tools and manuals of torture.
Jesteśmy chorzy
When Marie
psychicznie
Capet
chyba.
realized what the accused intended to do, she grabbed a metal rod lying in the room and hit the accused on the head, which caused a real threat to his life and, according to doctors, may have caused unconsciousness. The fingerprints of Marie Capet's left hand were found on the rod, as well as Alfred Eaton's traces of blood. Traces of blood were also found on the floor of that room. At the time of his arrest, the accused had an extensive wound on his head, as confirmed by medical examination. Seizing the opportunity, Marie Capet fled from the apartment. She was stressed and in a hurry. This was confirmed by her numerous fingerprints secured on the inside of the door of the apartment of the accused. Then, Marie Capet ran into a nearby hotel, the Caucasus. It was the same hotel in which the accused rented a room. As it appears from the testimony of the clerk, Marie Capet was extremely stressed, repeating the word doctor and police. Probably she wanted to call for help. When the clerk went to get some water to calm Marie Capet, she disappeared. The next day, on the 18th of October, about 8:32 a.m., a maid found her body in a room rented by Alfred Eaton. It was covered with numerous fingerprints of the victim and of the accused, and had traces of the victim's blood. The immediate cause of death was a severe blow to the abdomen in the liver area, with a blade of about 14 centimeters length. The murder weapon, constructed by the accused, was secured in his apartment. Marie Capet's unwashed blood stains were still present on it, as well as the fingerprints of the accused. The accused is also charged by the testimony of one of the neighbors, who passed the accused at the front door of the building in which they both lived at about 11:30 p.m. The witness testified that the clothing of the accused was stained with blood. Unfortunately, the said clothes were not found. At the time of committing the alleged crime, the accused was sane, which means he acted consciously. For committed crimes, the accused shall be liable to life imprisonment or the death penalty.
Has the accused finally understood the indictment?
Oui, Monsieur le Président.
Does the accused plead guilty to the charges against him?
Non, Monsieur le Président.
Does the accused want to provide explanations?
Oui, Monsieur le Président.
Monsieur le Président, could I ask you for some conversation time with my client?
Of course. I just wish it would not take too much time. We've already wasted too much of it.
Monsieur Eaton, please note that you can look through evidence at any moment. It is available by pressing tab. I will show the defense evidence to the court at the time of your uncovering during the testimony. It might surprise the prosecutor. If necessary, you can recall the string of events according to the prosecution by pressing the Q key. Will you need my help during testimony? I will give you my advice and remind you of important facts and events.
Tak, poproszę.
We are ready, Monsieur le Président.
Then let's get started. Monsieur Eaton, what were you doing on October 17th, 1894, from 8 to 12 p.m.?
There was a theatrical premiere of Prométhée that day, which was sponsored by Le Feu, in which I am the lead designer. Starting at 7 p.m., I was at the premiere at the Opéra Garnier. Around 8:30 p.m., after the play, I found that I did not want to attend the dull banquet, and instead I preferred to work. I said goodbye to Hugo Argent, président of Le Feu, and I drove home. I got there at about 9 p.m.
Słuchajcie, jednym słowem mamy przerąbane.
For a moment, I admired the charming streets of Montmartre. Later, I wanted to start the car and go for a ride, but it ran out of fuel. From l'Opéra Garnier, I already
Dobra.
turned on fuel. I decided to go for an evening walk. For a moment, I admired the charming street. I do not recall that.
Aha, tam nie pójdziemy. Dobra.
For a moment, I admired the charms of Montmartre.
Okej. Co tu jest?
Later, I tasted some champagne from the ice bucket.
Okej. No i troszkę jesteśmy piani. O!
I entered the Café de Paris cafeteria. I wanted to drink some good wine and eat a piece of cheese. A group of Parisian rabble tried to throw me out, screaming that there was no room for gypsy thieves. They beat me and threw me into the street. I was all covered in blood.
Did you report this fact to police officers?
No, Monsieur le Président. I decided that it was not worth losing my time.
And why is that?
A second of my word is more important than a lifetime of each and every one of those plebeians. Besides, if I had reported it, I would have done them a favor.
What do you mean, Monsieur Eaton?
In jail, they would have had better living conditions than those holes that they call houses.
I understand. Please return to your testimony.
Dobra, ciekawe czy możemy tam wyjść jeszcze raz. Ale wątpię. Nie.
Later, I read the restaurant's menu.
Okej, co za kwiatki? Nic się nie da. Co tam mamy?
I knocked, but no one answered.
Okej, dobra, idziemy dalej. Rozejrzyjmy się tu troszkę.
For a moment, I admired the charming streets of Montmartre. I looked at slogans written by the rabble. They incited to the new
Okej.
movement. I do not recall.
O, tam nie mogę iść. Okej.
I admired the charming streets of Montmartre. I opened the gate.
To jest hotel. Tu są jeszcze jakieś drzwi, może tu się da
I
wyjść?
admired the charming streets of Montmartre. I do not recall that. For a moment, I admired the charms of Montmartre. I opened the door and entered the building where my apartment is.
Okej. Dobra.
I found a letter from the Ministère de la Justice.
Dobra, mamy jakiś list z ministerstwa, okej.
Monsieur le Président, this is the evidence marked with number 2. It clearly shows that my client designed his interrogation machine with only the best intentions. According to his plan, it was supposed to be forwarded to the prosecutor's office and law enforcement agencies to improve the effectiveness of interrogation. The prosecutor's suggestions that my client has supposedly intended to use this device to torture helpless women is hasty and completely untrue.
This letter only proves that the accused was looking for application of his torture machine and had not found any support from Ministère de la Justice, so he decided to test it on an innocent woman.
The court supports the view that the mere fact of an offer to the Ministère de la Justice does not constitute sufficient evidence that the allegedly accused acted in good faith when creating such a device. Monsieur Eaton, please go back to your testimony.
Okej. Co my tu mamy? Oskarżony przebywał na premierze sztuki. Dobra. Oj. Dobra. Idziemy.
I opened the inner door.
No super, cieszymy się. Co my tu mamy? Zrób zakupy. Wybierz produkt. No sobie pomidorki. Enter.
Then I bought something from the vendor. I stopped to read the announcement.
Okej. No, mamy windę.
Then I opened the elevator grate. I took the elevator to the second floor.
Dobra, jedziemy na górę.
I opened the elevator grate. I checked the light switch to see if it was already repaired, but it still didn't work.
No i mamy swoje mieszkanie. Może lepiej się nie kręcić nigdzie indziej, tylko iść prosto do domu.
To my apartment and entered.
No dobra. No, przydałby nam się pewnie umyć. Tylko gdzie jest łazienka?
Then I opened the door.
To nie jest łazienka.
I stared out of the window at the magnificent display of
O.
fireworks against La Tour Eiffel.
Wieża Eiffla. Dobra. Musimy znaleźć łazienkę.
Then I opened the door.
Co my tu mamy?
Then I ate some leftover oysters with a few caviar tarts from my lunch. I also
Okay.
drank some good wine.
Co my tu mamy?
I put my groceries into the cabinet
O,
in the kitchen.
no tak. To jest okej.
I opened the inner door.
Może tu będzie łazienka? Czy to było wyjście z domu? Idź na klatkę schodową? Nie. Może łazienka będzie na górze?